Peace. Today's episode of the Uplifted Being podcast has been brought to you by the Educated e-commerce online learning platform, presented to you by serial entrepreneur, author, and podcast host of the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint podcast, Jay Jones. Learn how to build a six-figure e-commerce business in 26 weeks with the Educated e-commerce course today. Hit the link in the show notes or log on to educatedecommerce.net to sign up and get started now, family. Peace.
Greetings and welcome to the Uplifted Being podcast, family. It's time to sync up and be uplifted.
You know that feeling. That feeling, you can't describe it really. It's just like that you feel it. That you feel it. That you feel it. That you feel it.
This is how we do it over here at the Uplifted Being show.
They say once you find your vibe, you find your tribe. Find your vibe, you find your tribe. Find your vibe, you find your tribe. Find your vibe, you find your tribe.
I have to be it. Rather than I have to have it or I have to do it. It's like I have to be it. I have to become it. I have to be the change that I want to see.
You realize that that's a reflection of you, and what they do, you can also do.
The tangible versus the intangible, and as we know, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not real.
Find your vibe, you find your tribe.
But you feel it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it light.
Peace, family. Welcome to the Uplifted Being Show. I am Sister Angela Mills, hailing from London in England in the UK, and a warm, loving, lifted, encouraging, embracing welcome to the show today. As you can see, we're already lit, and it's just me on the call so far. If you are joining us here for the first time, a special extended greeting to you. We are all about everything and anything to remind you of the powerful, I said the powerful creator that you are, that each and every one of us is. So, welcome. Sit back or stand up, but kick back and vibe with us. I am one of the three, the Trinity, and boy, do we have a show here for you today. So, before we get into it and what we're talking about today, let me pass over to the next along the line of the Trinity. So, throwing over here from London in the UK to Toronto in Canada. Who do we have over there, please?
Peace, family. It's your brother Brian, Ni Boy Doku, also known as Melanin Rich, and family. The Uplifted Being Show is back up in this, man. We don't stop, man. We just keep coming and pushing and flowing and expanding. And I love it. It's a beautiful thing, and we day for you, family. I'm out here hailing from Toronto, Canada. You know, it's a global movement, and I'm not going to hold the call up. We do got an interesting show. It's jam-packed. It's value-packed. You're going to love it, man. But let me just pass this mic off first to my brother from another mother, across the border where things get out of order, and there ain't a thing that he can't fix. This house ain't made out of straw. It ain't made out of mud. It's made out of bricks.
Peace and blessings, family. Oh, I'll be your brother Dwayne from the Divine Mother, cause ooh, she is fine. Just like my reflections in the Trinity, baby. We uplifted, light, we feeling good. We hope that you are feeling good as well. But if you are not, get ready to feel amazing after this show, family, because we about to dive in as we always do with some fun, some laughter, some joy. And make sure you go to upliftedbeing.com and check out the archives, because we got some jam-packed episodes there, family. We got some love for you. So today, we finna get live, baby. Yeah. Hey, King, tell them what we talking about today, man.
Hey, man, we talking about potential, right? And we going beyond potential, man. Right? We talking about potentiality. talking about the nature of this physical experience.
Okay, then.
What does it mean to you to know that you are a powerful creator, full of potential, but
There's a butt in there?
there is a but. And it's
it's
a nice round one too. It's a nice round one too. You feel me?
Baby got back.
That's a fact. And the but is, you know, with all this potential, there's only one actual physical. So we talk about actualized potential, family. Let's get into it, man. This is about to get real deep, man.
Okay. And my sister from another mister.
Yes.
How is your
can I help
potential
you?
today?
Very good question. My potential today. Yeah, it's doing all right. I accept, I receive that I am the powerful creator. That said, I know that, you know, when we step into doing something for the first time, that, you know, that potential seems to get a little shrunk, you know. I'm speaking at an event on Friday, this coming Friday, and there's, you know, a pretty, I would say a famous headline speaker. So, you know, the nerves are starting to creep in, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, how's this going to go down? You know, and so you get that, you start to get those little voices about, you know, are you good enough? You know, are you going to measure up? So going from that kind of upstanding, that proud kind of lioness to some shrinking little violet or some little mouse, you know. But it goes up and down. But the good thing is that I realize that I don't believe that everybody always feels their potential, you know. And in any case, my actual belief is that we will always be greater than we ever can imagine. We always are greater than we ever can imagine.
Asheo.
So let me pose a question though, because, you know, about relationships, it might be a little bit to the side, but, you know, oftentimes when I speak to my sisters, they're like, you know, I ain't gonna, you know, settle for potential. I'm not trying to marry potential. I don't want to just potential. You know, they want that actualized potential. They want to see it. So how do you feel about that, and how can you expand on that, man?
Are you asking me or are you asking Brother Dwayne?
I'm asking both of y'all, man. I'm asking both of y'all.
I bow down to the queen.
Hey, taking the back seat today, man. Okay. After you, I'll pass it straight back to you. For me, I would slice it down the middle, as in, I don't believe, for me personally, that a man has to have achieved everything that he set out to achieve. Because first of all, I don't believe that everybody achieves everything they set out to achieve immediately. Do you understand? There's a lot of failure with success, much more failure than there is success. Another conversation, another episode of the podcast that escapes me at the moment. But for me, it's about the little things. So they may have a plan, but is the person all about talking about something without having any action to back up that actually, yeah, they've made successes here and there, and this is the plan, and they're working towards it? Or it's just hot air. Yeah, I'm planning to do this, but there doesn't seem to be any indication whatsoever like that this person can actually realize what they set out to do. Do you understand? So it's potential, but with some small seeds of like some small successes towards it, as opposed to just, yeah, I'm shooting for the stars and That's a really bad analogy. I was going to say shooting for the stars, and I haven't even got a telescope yet or something. But they haven't even started. Put it that way.
Uh-huh. So it sounds like to me, family, that the women that our brother is speaking to, they just want the ride. They don't want to do no work. They want the brother that's already got the status.
Because they know what they're bringing to the table too.
Do they?
I hope so.
Yes, I would say some of us do. Can't speak for all sisters, just like you can't speak for all brothers. But no, of course, there are some of us who are like, well, I've got my stuff together, so the person I'm with has to have their stuff together as well, or at least can show me that that's the direction they're headed in for sure.
Okay, I see. Thank you for that clarity. I think I posted on my Instagram a while back that relationships work better when both parties have, their own personal life going well. You know what I mean? Like relationships work better when everybody has their own shit that's popping off. But when we're talking about potential, though, I think that Queen said it the best. Are you just spitting that hot air, sounding all good, puffing up your ego, or are you actually, like King said, actualizing your potential? Are you manifesting? Are you planning? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking the steps towards that plan? Do you have a direction in where you're going? But I just want to take it just a quick step back to when Queen said, she got this big gig coming up on Friday. There's a profound head note speaker. And she says that the questions come up of, am I good enough? Am I adequate, or am I sufficient? Can I live up to it? These are questions. And after every damn question you ask yourself, sis, is yes. Am I good enough? Yes. Can I live up to it? Yes. God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
So,
I love it.
But back to the potential, I just think that, yeah, y'all put it right on the head, man. Just actualizing your potential, set that plan. Because our potential is limitless. We'll never be able to see our full, everything that we're capable of. And that's the beauty of it. Because we know that it's just so profound and so dynamic, so expounded, so magnificent that just if you like Queen said, if you shoot for the stars and land on the clouds, God damn it, you landed further than most people who didn't even plan.
Hey, I mean, I got the potential to fail, same way I got the potential to succeed.
As do we all. I like that.
Word.
It's just potential, and potential is limitless. It's infinite, if you ask me. And when I see people, and and I'm able to see them possibly in a way that's greater than how they see themselves, because you see all this potential in them. That's like seeing God in somebody. To me, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's that's the other point where sometimes when it comes to like relations and all of that, how people could be disappointed because they see all this potential in somebody, but then they don't see the actualization of the potential. And then it's like, do you see the person for who they are? But we all are God, are we not?
Yes.
We are. Psalms 86, verse 4.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it, man. Dive deep up in it, man. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, Psalms 86, verse 4, it says it. If you're a Bible reader, it says it. Ye are all gods, semicolon, children of the Most High God. And we are made in his image and his likeness, right?
Facts.
So image is a physical reflection. Likeness is a spiritual reflection. So, I mean, And that's not, and people be like, oh, you taking it out of context. Nigga, that's what the fuck it say. Excuse my French, but that's exactly what it say. I take it, ain't nobody taking it. That's what the book say. But anyway, when we're talking about potential, I think we're like, even in physics, that has potential energy and kinetic energy. And I just had to search it up real quick just to refresh my jargon. Potential energy, one of the things that I think is really profound when we look at it is its energy and its relation to others, right? So it has the potential to do something. So like a chemical energy, a chemical substance, right? Let's take hydrogen. Hydrogen is cool by itself, but it's of no use to us unless we add 2 molecules of oxygen. Mm-hmm. And now we can breathe. You know what I'm saying? So if we take that and put it into context with us human beings and our potential to succeed or fail, our potential to actualize our destiny or actualize our goals is like unto that hydrogen atom. At first, it's like, okay, yeah, we got a goal and we want something better for our lives, or we want something that's going to improve or make a difference in the people that's around us or something like that. So, but if we sitting on the couch, and I come back to that, because I used to sit on the couch. You know what I mean? So if we just sitting on the couch, just thinking about it, dreaming about it for weeks, for months, for years, and never actually create a plan, then we're just potential energy. We're just that hydrogen substance. So now the kinetic energy comes when now the O2 comes in, the oxygen, 2 molecules of oxygen come in and bond with that hydrogen, and now you can breathe. Now it creates a substance that we can use, right? Creates that agua, right? So I just think that Denzel Washington said it the best. We don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. And that's the difference between potential energy and actualizing our potential.